Despite the typhoon, Hitori's fans still came to the concert and expected her to blow the typhoon away. And with the power of guitar and social anxiety on her side, that's exactly what she did. And she became, well, we can say she became Guitar Hero, you know, because that's exactly what Nijika saw when she saw her play. She realized that this is the person on the I forgot what it was called, but it's not YouTube, but it's like YouTube. And I really like that Nijika was out here telling Hitori that during these moments she really is a hero, despite her saying that she doesn't feel like one. And so I really like that acknowledgement that she's given to Hitori, but also I assume this is going to deal some inflation on her ego. Either that or it's going to damage her, because that's, you know, that's a lot of expectation. So it could go either way, but we'll just have to see how Hitori deals with this. But if you guys like the content, remember to leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you didn't like the content or the jump scare, you know, dislike the video. We'll be on our way. It's the middle of that. Oh, it wasn't the way that you wanted it to end? You know, that looks like an AKG headphone. She's just playing guitar all day and night. Why not go outside and play the guitar, huh? I'm open. Sometimes you gotta be the one. Alright, you gotta be the one to take the step and ask him out. Gratitude, do that cat meme. The construction place, dude. Not gonna do in group chat? You're just gonna... Are you gonna call her? I mean, I guess. Oh, fuck it. Her eyes is on the... You're never going to get anywhere. She's on YouTube, I swear. Are you really gonna retain that information, huh? Uh-oh. Another day, nowhere lying around. Damn, that she's calling out her sister in her fucking homework. Oh my god, and if she has to present that to school, oh my god. Oh my god. Her aura. Typical her. Dancing the samba. Tortilla. Typical Bocchi. She's scaring away customers or what? Cicada grades! It's the end of summer. What is she, a child? Oh, you know, play guitar. Oh, Futari! Oh! Oh my god, Futari! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! She's always out with friends. She's not gonna fucking invite her out. She's just been watching fucking YouTube videos, dude. You can still do stuff. Oh no, her soul is coming out. Oh my god, is that gonna remind us of something? Ah, youth. Come on, even guitars are having more friends than you. Dead. Let's take her out while she's docile. Oh no! Take her while she's out! Y'all kidnapping her! Rose, yeah, she's dumb. Close to home. Luck! Come on! Cram the night before type. So she gotta empty it all out so she can play the bass again. So what you're telling me is that if she was a boy, she'd be a himbo. Stop destroying my fantasy. People love himbos, come on! Space! It's just that she can't fucking open up herself at school. It's the dropout of school. What is this green ooze that's... Rio's like, I'm out of here. She's dead. She's... Dude, they fucking kidnapped her to the beach. I was gonna say, she'd have just, you know, put some smell of food in her and she'll fucking come back. What is this accent? A party animal. Oh my god! Well, she does go around eating a lot. So look, you really need to give her fucking food, dude. So photogenic. I love that she's got the selfie stick ready. Wow. Made memory, huh? She's in fucking tears, bro. I haven't written down any timestamp. Alright, it hasn't ended yet. Hold on. Hold on. You're out in the summer in your tracksuit. Like, holy shit, dude. That is... And you're gonna be walking up the stairs? Where's the escalator? No, screw that. understated. It stripped off her limiter. Damn, she got the glasses from the guy at the beach. Damn, dude. I mean, this girl's been hanging out every single fucking day, so, like, she's been getting her steps in. Alright, don't, you're on stairs right now, so, like, you better not faint. Who cares about the views? Even the old woman is, like, walking better than you. She's probably getting, like, fucking... She's probably hitting, you know, her daily 5,000. You wanna buy? I'll trade you. Oh, alright, where are you getting these? She got a fucking dimensional pocket. Bocchi's continue. I'll pay for that later as well. Come on. Oh! Oh, you are up at a higher position. I don't know how high you guys are up, actually. Tropical love. Oh no! I would want to go there too if there was some fucking PDA happening. I haven't mentioned this before, but I fucking love Rio's necklace. So let's blow this joint. My favorite part was the air condition. Oh, you filthy indoor types. Whoa. I've always got room for ice cream. Dude, Rio is just mooching off of Bocchi. Damn, quick work, dude. Can they even eat ice cream? There's so many of them. She looks weak. Damn, they really fucking beat her into a fucking... Is that Yamcha? Is that what his name is? Yan... Certainly is a fucking memory. Getting fucking beat by birds. Oh. They're gone. Curfews, am I right? Oh, all of winter break? Oh. I don't want to go outside every single day. I slept. Oh, you know, this oddly enough, this guitar reminds me of Final Fantasy X. Will feel me through winter, but alright, we'll see about that. Well, she's dead. Lying again. I know you're lying, Mom. Sorry, not Mom. Your muscles that she's walked so much and gotten beaten by birds. Uh-oh. Ista. Ooh, the Shuka Festival. Is this a new one? Maybe not. I don't remember actually. These opening songs have been. I think the opening song is what really I do like the opening song. After Dark. All right. I think in terms of the music, I really like the opening. But I haven't listened to the full song yet, so I don't know how I feel about it when, I listen to the full songs, because usually I don't really like the full version of anime songs made for anime openings and endings and all that. But all of the ending songs so far has been like the sort of songs where if I hear it on the radio, or if I'm hearing it through like a streaming radio, I don't know, I'd probably just be like, okay, it's nice, it's chill, I like it. But I personally wouldn't have it on my playlist. That's currently my feeling with the opening and ending musics right now. But alright, I'm gonna go write my notes, whatever these notes are, and we'll be right back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 9 of Bocchi the Rock. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty alright episode. I thought it was, a little palate cleanser for the whole typhoon stuff, the nice feels that we've got last time with Nijika telling Hitori that she's a hero in her eyes. And I really, I really like that episode. But this is just kind of like a wrap-up episode for the summer break. And then we're gonna hit school again in the next episode. Or at the very least, from what we saw with the poster on the in like one of the last scene before the ending of this episode, that it seems like there's a place that's looking for performers, so perhaps that's the next stage that they're going to do, especially with Nijika mentioning twice now. I think she mentioned it twice about how like we don't have any scheduled plays right now, so well, it seems like you're about to get a scheduled play, I suppose. But one of the big points that came right out of the gate is Hitori wanting to make summer memories. She wants to hang out with her band, but she's just too anxious to ask her band. And it's her social anxiety is really out here fighting against her once again. And her going into this feeling of like, well, if I ask him out, I'm going to be the one who has to make up the plans. I'm gonna have to make up the time and figure out where we should be going. In her mind, she's like, I don't have a lot of places to go. I don't know where we're gonna hang out. Like, it's, maybe it'll be a bad place. It's either a park, a construction place, or whatever that third part of her idea was. Hold on. The library. There you go. This great place to hang out in. So she's just over like, oh man, I just don't know what to do. Of course, as she is like trying to figure out, as she's trying to like get her courage up just a little bit, her anxiety is really coming in here and just telling her there's a lot of summer break left. You've got a lot of time, so like you don't have to do it like right now, right? You don't have to do it right now. And why don't you just wait for someone to ask you out? One of them will eventually ask you out, right? You don't have to do it. And of course, that's exactly what Hitori does. She takes that excuse and she fucking ran with it. And because of that, she squanders the whole opportunity of being able to make summer memories with her band until, the last day of summer and all that. I can't specifically say that I feel the same way that Hitori does, because I feel like with Hitori and, including her social anxiety, is that her friends, well, she doesn't specifically call them friends when I really think about it. She calls them her band, to which, I don't know if in her head a band status is higher than a friend status. I don't know. But I feel like she thinks that they're still a relatively new people, like she's not super comfortable around them. She's not uncomfortable, but she's not like comfortable enough to be able to ask them to hang out and all that, So I can't really relate too much on that, but I'm also at this point where I'm not really making new friends. So all the friends that I know and I hang out are people that I've known for almost a decade or more than a decade. So, we go way back, and I'm at this point where I'm very much comfortable around them. Although I guess, Actually, no. Even back in those days when I still knew them, they were still relatively new. I didn't really had too much of an issue asking them out if I wanted to, but usually I didn't want to at the time. So yeah, I can't really like in terms of like I can't really put my foot in Hitori's shoes in this case. I was very close to the term, but to be in her shoes. But I do kind of get her because I mentioned this a little bit in the opening. I don't know if I'll show it in the YouTube cut, but I don't really have trouble asking people to hang out or making plans and all that, especially if it's like online or whatever. And fortunately for me, being a gamer and all, I could just ask people to be like, hey, you want to play video games? Let's fucking go. And that's how I spend hours with people. But in terms of like IRL stuff, hanging out with each other face to face, I don't often ask people to hang out with me IRL just because I generally just don't, I just feel like I'm wasting their time, even though, they're the one who fucking agrees to hang out. But as the years kind of gradually continued, my friends have gotten more and more far apart from me. So, like, in terms of, like, we used to be in the same city, or at least we used to be at least, like, 5-10 miles up away from each other. But now, it's like, I have a friend from a whole different county, which will take them, like, I don't know, 2-3 hours just to get to where I am. So it's either they're in a different county, or they're in just a whole different state in general. So it's just kind of like, well, we can't really hang out. IRL, we're very far apart from each other. So in a very, in a sense, I do understand that whole feeling of like asking someone else. It's hard to ask someone else out because you have to do this whole planning stuff, and it's, I don't know. I know it's not the same feeling that Hitori's feeling, but I can kind of get it. I can kind of get it. I can definitely understand her anxiety fucking giving her all these excuses that makes her not want to do the things that she should be doing, like taking a step forward. And speaking of taking a step forward, there's this other conversation, if I can find it. So like, what are you seeing right now, right? And so I don't get why she's so isolated at school. She's so fun, right? Yeah, I wish everyone at school could see how cool she is. I love that part. Her dream is to drop out of school. It's some good shit right there, dude. But we have that talk once again, with Rio saying, I don't get why people aren't seeing the fun side of Bocchi, of Hitori. It's the whole point of her not taking the step forward. We've seen her try to take a step forward twice. I think so. The first one is with those two girls in her classroom who were talking about a band that she knows, and she was trying to make conversation with them, but then her social anxiety fucking kicked in and she just blanked out. And then after that, her anxiety again is just fucking beating on her. And then, the second time is her trying to talk to Kita, but to which, Kita is just a different person. she's a different being. It's because unlike those other girls who were just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess Hitori didn't want to talk to us after all. Kita chose to go after Hitori, which is why they ended up having the whole case of episode 3. So, Hitori doesn't take the first step. She tend to just wait for the opportunity to arise, and we know that, well, I don't know, I know that opportunities don't really wait for you, you have to come and take it. And, I unfortunately am a part of that camp too, where I'd rather just wait for stuff to just fall on my lap. I don't wanna fucking take a step forward and do shit. I'd rather it just fall neatly on my lap, and then I get to live a nice and cushioned life, but unfortunately, that's not how it is. So I wonder if we will get a case of Hitori managing to talk to some of her classmates even, if Kita is coming to is coming to try and talk to her more during school time, you know. I mean, Hitori, I believe, doesn't want that, right? Because last time we had that whole conversation where Hitori is fine with them taking some space alone and practicing the guitar together, but she doesn't want to talk to Kita because she doesn't want to hang out with Kita's friends, which understandable, you know. Those are your friends, not mine. I don't want to fucking talk to them. But I do wonder if that's sort of some of the case that we're going to get, if with Hitori, you know, being able to take the step forward. And not to say that she's never taken a step forward, because that would just negate what was said in the previous episode, because Hitori does do it, but she only does it for other people. She doesn't really do it for herself. Because, like, all the times that she actually has taken a step is because of the band. And she's bettering herself because of the band. But when the band is not when the band is not a part of the equation, it's hard for her to, it's hard for her to get herself out of her shell. And I'd like to think that's how a lot of people with social anxiety or anxiety feel. Like, you know, with some people who have social anxiety, but like when they get a job and they manage to work, kind of feels like they're able to work and like talk to people a little bit better than if they were off work and having to talk to people. You know, it's just kind of like you're at a job, so like you're not really you're just an employee. You're just an employee, and you're doing stuff not specifically for you, even though, you know, you're doing it to get the money, but you're doing stuff at work for the work. It's not like you're doing it for the work. You're not doing it for yourself. So that's what I feel like, because like that's how I feel when I go to work, where I do. You know, like, if I'm out of work, I don't want to talk to anybody. You know, if they come up and talk to me, I'm like, oh, I don't know who you are. I don't want to talk to you. I don't feel safe or whatever. But if I'm at work, you know, and people come up to talk to me, I'll just be like, okay, you know, whatever. You know, here's all the things that you need to know and all that, and get the fuck out of my face. So that's how I feel, and that's, I assume, how Hitori feels with the way that she's stepping up for others, or stepping up for her band, but she's not really doing it for herself. To which, by the way, I think we've learned by now that food truly heals the soul, and by that, it certainly can snap Hitori out of her, I don't know what this phase is of hers, like, the phase of her anxiety just taking over her knockout phase, her depression phase. I don't know. This is like the third time that we sort of seen it, where she's just kind of like so in a mood, and then the talk of food, or like the smell of food, just takes her out of that, and she's just like, oh, food. So honestly, just fucking take Hitori to restaurants. Just put some food in her. She'll be fucking fine, dude. I mean, that's how I feel for me, you know? If I want to hang out with someone, I'd rather take them to a restaurant, to like a new place. Honestly, that's usually how I do it, you know? That's the excuse that I get when I hang out with friends, if they're here in this place, not, you know, 5,000 miles away. But that's usually the excuse I get to use to get people to go into restaurants that I'd like to go to, but I don't want to go alone. As much as I'd like to go and explore new food, I'm not like Rio, where I can just go into a restaurant by myself and just eat alone there, you know? I mean, I've done it once or twice, you know? I've gone to a Denny's alone. But I typically don't like going to restaurants alone, I say, as I often go just about every week to a cafe, but, you know, it's not exactly a restaurant, so. On a separate topic, this is a continuation of just Futari being an absolute savage, dude. The utter savagery. She's truly is on the same level as Kita. That's why, like, they vibe so well when you first saw them together. You know, she's so bright and outdoorish, you know, and has a lot of friends, unlike Hitori. And Futari is just out here triggering the fuck out of her sister, but she's not doing it out of malice, you know, she's just saying it what it is, you know, it is what it is, and she's a kid, so she just blurts it right out. She doesn't even think about how it might be affecting her sister. So this is just Futari calling out her sister in her summer homework. Like, oh my god, dude, imagine she has to read that out to her class. Or her teacher reads this, she's just like, wow, dude, your sister's a recluse, like, Jesus. My god, dude, Hitori is not safe. She's not safe with her sister, that's for sure. But again, Futari is not doing it out of malice. You can see in the way that she writes, she's like, oh, my sister practices all day and night. I can't do that because I spend with my friends. I go out with my friends all the time. So that's why she's really impressive, that she's able to practice her guitar day and night while I can't do that. So yeah, she's, you know what? Hitori's been living with her sister all this years, you know? She should be used to her at this point, but she's still getting attacked, and that's making Kita's attack much more effective, I suppose, because it's been a weak point of Hitori for a while now. You know, her sister's been whittling her down, and so here's Kita, the fucking second challenger, coming in to just continuously attack her, but not out of malice, of course. Okay, so going back to Hitori squandering her whole opportunity for a summer break memory, we've had that scene with the manager telling the rest of the band that, you know, Hitori's schedule is free all this summer. And she's like, have anybody invited Hitori out this whole time? Like, no wonder she's been acting so fucking weird. And so we saw what everybody's schedule was, you know, of course, with Kita being the outdoor extrovert. She's just been hanging out with her friends all day long. She's really out here getting her steps in. And Nijika was, if she wasn't practicing, she was at home doing chores and all that, or she was working, so of course, you know, she's a little busy. And with Rio, it was just a full-on bystander effect on her. She's just like, oh, I thought you guys asked to hang out with her, because we know that Rio isn't going to be the person who's going to ask people to hang out. She'd rather go alone. So like, you can't depend on Rio to fucking ask her out to go anywhere. But it goes to show that, you know, the whole waiting for this opportunity, you know, someone will eventually come and ask you. It's just, unfortunately, everybody's got things to deal with. They've got their own lives to live, and as much as we'd like for that person to be thinking about you 24/7, they're not. Yeah. Unfortunately, Hitori, they're not thinking about you. They're too busy living their own fucking life. So it's, you know, it's just yet another feeling of like, you can't, of course you can't wait for opportunity. You have to do it yourself. You have to take it. I was gonna say you have to grip it by the balls, but yeah. Yeah, you just got to take the fucking opportunity, and I'm not sure if Hitori has learned that. So, well, we'll just have to find out in the next episode. We kind of glossed over the whole fact that Nijika called her a hero in the last episode. I kind of wanted to see how she'll respond to that, but whatever, you know. I guess she just took it and went with it, and I was just like, okay. Well, I mean, she just took it. She didn't went with it. No, she's still too surprised by that phase. I don't know. Well, we'll just have to see if it comes back. So the band decided to take Hitori to, you know, make some summer memories. And because of Kita, who suggested that they go to the beach in Enoshima, I think that's what it is, she ended up knocking Hitori out. And I love that Nijika was just like, all right, while she's docile, let's take her. Come on, drag her on over. I'm just sort of like, they're straight up kidnapping her, dude. She was literally passed out. She didn't even realize that they were in Enoshima until they were like fully at the beach. I'm like, damn, dude, Jesus Christ, this is some dangerous shit right here. We really saw Kita's outdoor energy in full force as she decided that, hey, We're gonna walk up all these steps, dude. We're gonna get our fucking steps in. Let's go, guys. We're gonna take the beautiful scenery and everything. And I suppose we've learned that we've got 1 outdoor and 3 indoor people. Which is just fantastic, you know? I'm an indoor person myself as well, but I'm, you know, in terms of like indoor outdoor stuff, I'm like in between. You know, like I don't mind outdoor stuff. Like I would love to go hiking, and I'm able to walk like many steps before my feet just fucking crumbles. Although I'm not super sure if I'm able to walk as much anymore because unfortunately as I'm getting old, my knees are getting weak. I have weak knees. I've got a weak back too. But I do like walking, you know, walking is very fun, and you know, if I really need to, I will walk 20,000 steps. I think that's probably the max that I can go in a day, but yeah, that's I mean, it would absolutely be tiring to walk up all those steps, but I'd still fucking do it, you know. I'd be tired as fuck. I'd be like Hitori, fucking crawling up the steps with like my arms and everything, but I'd still fucking do it. But sometimes you just can't beat the indoors, and that's why they ended up taking an escalator, to which I was just kind of like, why is there an escalator at the shrine? That's a little odd, but I forget that, you know, it's modernized, and of course they know that in order to get visitors, these visitors probably don't want to walk up all those steps, you know, at least like a big portion of them, so they might as well modernize the shrine and get them to, and also monetize it as well, which is very fun. You don't want to walk up all these steps, pay the fucking money. So I really like that, you know, the whole modernization of like the shrine. But other than that, I've only got like a few minor points that I don't really want to talk much about because I'd rather just write it down in the description, you know, so, you know, you better click on the description and read it. But, you know, Kita wants to hang out with the band all winter break. I assume we're not going to see winter break, but that is going to happen in the manga, so that'll be nice to see, you know, if a season 2 comes out, or if it does happen somewhere during, you know, the next 3 episodes or something, 3-4 episodes or something. No, it's 3 episodes, right? Hold on. No, it's only 12. So the next 3 episodes, which I would assume not, because, you know, that's a long ways away. We'll just have to see, and no, I will not read the manga. Because it is a 4-panel manga, and I do not like 4-panel mangas. But anyways, it is getting extremely hot in here. I am sweating, and yeah, I need to go. I need to open these doors. So if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.